Hey guys and girls, today we're going to cook some chicken risotto because I've been watching a lot of Gordon Ramsay and apparently it's super hard, and that's what Cody wants for Mother's Day yesterday. So let's try it. Alright, this is what we're going to need. 1 stick butter, 2 pounds of chicken, 1 large onion chopped, 2/3 cup of risotto rice. Shit, somewhere. Oh, right here, boom. And then 1 teaspoon of garlic. It asks for saffron, but who the hell can find saffron? 5 1/4 cup of hot chicken broth, a cup of Parmesan cheese, and salt and pepper. Oh yeah, 2/3 cup of white wine. They say dry wine's the best to cook with, so Sauvignon Blanc is going to be the best way to go. Alright, so I turn on the flash. We're going to need 4 tablespoons of butter. And for all the amateurs, on the packet, it actually tells you how many you have. So 4 tablespoons of butter, heat up in a deep saucepan. Alright, and I'm doing this with one hand, so you know, but you add the onion in there. And then the thinly sliced up chicken. And that's going to take 2 hands. And because of salmonella, remember, you use opposite cutting boards. That's why I chopped up the onion first and all that stuff, because I like to eat onions. And then we're going to chop up this thinly sliced. Make sure you get a knife. Y'all just Google how to sharpen a knife. It's very important to have a sharp one. Alright, so like I said, chop this up. I'll be right back. Thinly sliced chicken, super sharp knife, super easy. So we're going to put this thinly sliced chicken in this saucepan with the onions and the 4 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to cook the chicken until it's done. If you don't know how to tell if the chicken's done, don't be cooking. Got it. Alright, remember how I said warm chicken stock? So this is when we're going to start warming up the chicken stock. Don't go crazy with it, just warm it up. And we're going to cook the 2 pounds of chicken and the butter and the onions all together until the chicken is done and delicious. Oh, and it helps a lot if you actually turn on the pan and make sure it's hot whenever you pour everything in there. But since you know I'm doing the video, I tried to slow it down so I could make sure everything's beautiful and perfect. So this is going to take me about 10 to 15 minutes to do this. Alright, so all the chicken is done. This is when we're going to put all in the risotto. I don't know if it's risotto or risotto. Gordon Ramsay's an asshole, so I try not to, listen to him too much. So we're going to do this until the rice becomes translucent. That means kind of see-through for all you layman's. This should take 2 to 3 minutes. You can see it's kind of doing it on the bottom already. But so 2 to 3 minutes of stirring it constantly. And then we're going to start ladling in the hot stock. Alright, I forgot to add the wine. So add the white wine in there to give it more stuff. So, oh yeah, add the white wine and then stir it until it's all translucent. Alright, so we changed it up to garlic instead of the saffron. And we're going to get 1/4 cup of noodles and the garlic, and then pour it in here like this. And now we're going to be stirring a lot. Oh yeah, and you got to put the extra butter in there too. So we're going to be gradually putting the hot stock in this thing until it slowly absorbs it all each time, ladle at a time. And then towards the end, whenever all the stuff's up, that's whenever the Parmesan cheese is going to come in. There's my second ladle full. And then stir, continue stirring. This is going to take about 20 minutes. This is going to be the most tedious part about this. Okay, I lied. You're supposed to put the butter in, the other half stick of butter in after you've done all the hot stock. And this is supposed to feed 4, but I feel like this will feed like 8. But I'm not a doctor. If you want to do what I've been doing and chopping up the chicken, because I feel like it wasn't thinly sliced enough. So chop up the chicken more with the spatula or whatever you've got. I'm using this wooden one so it doesn't scrape the bottom of my pan. But continue. Like I said, this is the hardest part. We've only got that much left. Alright, so I got a little bit impatient and I just dumped all the hot broth in there. So now we're going to have to wait until it all absorbs. My fault. Don't do that. Hashtag cooking pro tip. One good thing about cooking with wine is you've always got something if you're thirsty. Alright, so notice how most of the chicken broth is absorbed. There's some over here to the side. And you're going to want to wait until this is creamy. And I do recommend trying it every so often just so you can get the right consistency of it. Because it's supposed to be a creamy rice. So make sure you never trust a skinny chef. Alright, all of the stock is done. So you're going to take it off the heat. And then we're going to add the rest of the butter and the Parmesan. Alright, so we're going to add 2/3 cup of Parmesan in there. I'm going to do it by layer. And the rest of the butter. That's the rest of the butter. And then mix it up until it's completely gone. Alright, yeah. And add salt to taste. Always use the Jewish kind. And everybody else use Tony Shisharigans. And then serve while hot in a hot mixing bowl. Or not mixing bowl. A hot bowl. And then enjoy. Thanks for joining. Alright, thanks for joining Cooking with Joe. If you're on Snapchat and you're watching this, I'm sorry if I made it where you had to click the next video. But this is Cody's Mother's Day, and Jade's going to eat it too, and everyone's going to enjoy it. Thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that like button. Thanks. Another!